To be very honest with you, I like the radical nature of this guy. The only problem is that he has no common sense. That's all. I like his radical nature. His problem is that he has no common sense.
Look, Bawumia can win 10 votes. Napo will say something, 7 will clear. Next day, rally. Napo come and talk, Kwame Nkrumah, no. Napo went to insult Kwame Nkrumah. Our Kwame Nkrumah. Hey, white people in the house, do you know Kwame Nkrumah? Even white people know Kwame Nkrumah. Napo went to attack Kwame Nkrumah. Ghanaians were like, our Nkrumah. Ghanaians were angry, but Napo didn't give up. Napo was like, oh, you haven't seen nothing yet? Napo went to attack Atamils. He was referencing past presidents, and he was like, oh, J.J. Rawlings, and Bakuna were with your friends. Napo Atamils. But you've mentioned J.J. Rawlings. He's also dead, but we'll show J.J.
Awusia this comedian Obi Amponsah Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh ho FL aka Napo. Erade depends on radio. Obi Amponsah comedian erade why ye Napo pasa. Abusiafo Obi Amponsah omo host two comedian show bi e wa Accra e Bukum Arena nim. Na ne nsem a o ka na se o hyase no na se Napo e ho nsem e no ba beka. Throughout the program na se ne script o ye ne de Napo ho nsem nko. Abusia asem se de ebio Black Rasta are react to ye mayor Akosi Ajiman aka Zuba Ninsema Okan Efa Brono Hono Black Rasta I reacted to it. Abusia we always team match ma mincha me homra me ba enkomo no ye be hyase. Abusia ya ba ne ya ba ensem no be jeje mu poche episode we obete Napo ediwom saso na Dr. Mahmoud Baobi edi esoso epim saso na obete Black Rasta edibom na comedian Obi Amponsah ono so edibom abuso yan hyase Obi Amponsah edi Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh aka Napo ehun fel ewo Accra comedian show bi a omo hosti ewo Bukum Arena nim na o share program na asen chese Napo campaign omo hyase omo ye 2024 ni nsem o kan fa Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ho Professor Mills hu ni nyina o keka ni nyina bom na so o kan ho nsem ene chese Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh why ne pasa 9 no why ne pasa o program no asebusia we always team time no na Dr. Martin Opoku Prempeh so the reply aba but yeni kan enkonkotie Obi Amponsah nsem emra.
Look, Bawumia can win 10 votes. Napo will say something, 7 will clear. You guys saw it. You guys saw it. Don't put it on me. You guys saw what Napo was doing. Look, me, I didn't know much about Napo. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I did not know much about Napo until like they put him in that vice presidential, because I knew him to be the minister for energy. I also knew him to be minister for education. I mean, he sacked teacher Kojo, but that's not the point. What? You guys know what he did to teacher Kojo, right? Yeah. So I knew him for that. And now he was a vice presidential candidate for MPP. Candidate for MPP. And because people knew Napo's behavior, they told Otunfo to talk to Napo. Remember, I've never seen a candidate that they will elect you or appoint you, but the chief will have to call you and advise you. Otunfo called Napo and said, Mate Wonka. And Gofo can say, Umwadi. But me and Matiti war, call Nako Shemenimoniam, my Bawumia Ninja, say where you. Napo tells him, yo, Mate. You know that advice when somebody gives you, you have planned something in your head already. So like, yo, okay, next day, rally. Napo come and talk, Kwame Nkrumah, no. Napo went to insult Kwame Nkrumah. Our Kwame Nkrumah. Hey, white people in the house, do you know Kwame Nkrumah? Even white people know Kwame Nkrumah. Napo went to attack Kwame Nkrumah. Ghanaians were like, our Nkrumah. Ghanaians were angry. But Napo didn't give up. Napo was like, oh, you haven't seen nothing yet? Napo went to attack Atamils. He was referencing past presidents. And he was like, oh, J.J. Rawlings, and Bakuna were with your friends. Napo Atamils. But you've mentioned J.J. Rawlings. He's also dead, but we'll show J.J. So he just went for Atamils. It did not end there. Napo finally decided to attack God. You remember? Because Mama was campaigning with 24-hour economy. Napo was like, oh, yeah, you are. Oh, but me, I'm 24. Oh, you go pon crowd. A dream now order. I was just imagining the confusion in heaven. Like, boss, hey, Gabriel, what's the boy in the camp? What was the matter? Tell me the truth. Me Adam can't be an eye, Gabriel. Hey, Michael, hey, that I'm dying. Me, tongue go. Hey! Yo, you thought Napo will finish? No. Napo said, I'm about to kill it. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. Napo went for a campaign, held a politician's hand, MPP parliamentary candidate, held his hand, raised his hand, Mama, yeah. I said, John, Mama, yeah. Lomotonier. Even the MP was like, Mende. Yeah, Mahama and Mammy. I said, hey, you're frozen. I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with him mentioning your mama. They mention my mama always. But the MPP candidate, his name was not Lomote. His name was Lamte. I'm sure anytime Napo talks, Baumia is there like la. Kulafia la bismillah. I don't know query. La. Hey, Napo did it. No, but for me, I feel like Napo helped us, release stress. And shout out to Napo. Let's give it up for him.
All right, abusia la, yeah, ampa. Napo so the response aba. O say, oh, good say ordinary din make it fun general adwumagis ka guni butom de nanso kono agye guni butom no obete woni ne lawyers nka abusia yenko tie Martin Poku prempe Napo enso so emra.
You talk about your name being out there. Does that mean
I didn't say that, please. I said that if somebody who's a comedian is using my name and is filling calls, I'm very, very happy. I thank him because he's putting my name in there out for free. But I'll let my lawyers write to me so we share the proceeds, the revenue, because I want to employ.
Right, abusia, asem say Napo the two journalists in the mind na o interview no. Also, oni bibiaka, imo wodi bibia jana lawyers, imo revenue na wanya na de. Ye behwe, ye bichim. Okoso say abusia no, say political career no, obeto so asa aba 2028 ana say obijai. Asem say na Napo ekan.
Have you decided what next to do in your political career? There are rumors you could be running.
My interest now immediate is to get a united party for a flag bearer.
But are you thinking about 2028?
Me personally?
Yes.
No, I'm not running 2028.
But would you like to run as vice presidential candidate?
All right, abusia Napo ne ekote ne nka eba no just 2028 de o se la lie Goěs ne mesi ko en mfa no hu nhyem bio obetena fi adwodwo no mu obeta campaign achi 2028 abusia Black Rasta reacted to Kumasi mayor aka Zuba Akwasi Agyeman, the second coming of Akwasi Agyeman. Also Kumasi no ne o mayor bi na efe na Akwasi Agyeman. Yes, na Akwasi Agyeman obeye bi pa somewhere in the 90s no boa Asante regime osiesie Kumasi yie pa mehwen Zuba kasem ne ne yemams me dem timi no. This is the second coming of Akwasi Agyeman. Black Rasta reacted to what the mayor Kumasi mayor ekan eni busa without wasting time enko ne nkonkotie Black Rasta.
To be very honest with you, I like the radical nature of this guy. The only problem is that he has no common sense. That's all. I like his radical nature. His problem is that he has no common sense. So people like this, instead of insulting them, looking for their head, no, you don't do that. How did he come by these decisions? Does he have a certain board that he can sit with and jaw and look at some of these radical declarations? Or he is a one-man board, and whatever he dreams about in the night, he gets up without rallying around anybody. He implements that, like in the days of Nebuchadnezzar. I am a Kumasi boy. I know Kumasi very well. From Pankrono all the way to Asokwa. My brother, my sister. I know Kumasi like I know my palm. And I know what this man is talking about. People are behaving like stray animals at Kejetia. Look how they have developed the place. Yet people are still inundating the place in so much chaos and illegality. The man is frustrated. There used to be a Kumasi mayor we all were afraid of when we were in school. In fact, Zuba is also called Ajimai. Is he the new Akwesi Ajimai? We all feared Akwesi Ajimai. And anytime Akwesi Ajimai, the mayor of Kumasi, was said to be coming around, traders all of a sudden developed common sense and behaved like human beings. But of course, those were in the days of the draconian laws. Today, my brother, my sister, you can't go out there whipping traders. This is not Guantanamo Bay. You can't do that. Much as I would have loved that it should happen, because as I said, there are some human beings who are only human beings in appearance. Their brains are the brains of pigs. These are the people who should be whipped night and day. But for the sake of democracy, anything that looks like a human being must also be protected under the umbrella of democracy. That is why I am saying that I love the radical nature of this guy. His problem is that he has no common sense. Why do you shoot and kill and slaughter stray animals? Is it their fault that they are on the street? Even if human beings that have brains and can think properly are on the streets like stray animals, my brother, my sister, why don't you slaughter them the same way we are going to slaughter the cows? They are committing the same offense. Why should you beat some and kill some? It doesn't make sense. Human beings who are supposed to have common sense are running around Kejetia, and these stray animals in the form of human beings, my brother, my sister, they say when you catch them, whip them and let them go. Yet the animals, they should kill them, shoot them, slaughter them, and feed them to Kumasi Central Prison prisoners. Why don't you slaughter the human beings too and feed them to the vultures of the air? That is where common sense comes in. My brother, my sister, much as it is frustrating, I'm going to give free counsel to the mayor. He's my friend. I love him. I'm going to shake hands with him. I will suggest that anytime you have some of these radical things to do, please sit down with a few people that you trust to have common sense. When you surround yourself with people with common sense, even if you don't have one, you are seen to be sensible. You can't kill and shoot animals around. That is against the rights of the animals. Or you don't know animals do have rights? In our country, animals have no rights. Anybody can pick up a stick and whip any animal at all. They don't care. They carry them in trucks, my brother, my sister, packed upon each other. My brother, they suffer so much trauma before they arrive at the slaughter points. They are slaughtered in most of the gory situations that we can't even mention and served onto your table for you to eat. You know what you are eating? Poison. All these animals go through a lot of trauma. In Ghana, before they are slaughtered, they release a certain enzyme called bile, B-I-L-E. And that is the animal's revenge for the trauma you have made it go through before killing it. That's why Islam says feed it with a little bit of water, and then with a sharp knife, which you don't even wag in front of it, you slaughter it, aim for the jugular vein. These are all to protect you from the poisoning of the animal called the bile. Kumasi Mayor says, catch them, kill the animals, slaughter them, and let's feed them to the prisoners in Kumasi. There is going to be lawlessness. Anybody from Amakum, Anybody from Akwetia line, anybody from the Zongos can get up and catch anybody's cow, all in the name of this new directive. Or are you going to give them uniforms? Are you going to give them badges? Are they going to be walking around with guns and knives to slaughter? Jesus have mercy. What kind of draconian, colloquial interpretation of justice is this? Interesting. My brother, my sister, this notwithstanding, can I ask the question again? If human beings are straying on the streets of Kejetia and they are only supposed to be whipped, why not whip the animals too, but you kill them, slaughter them and feed them to prisoners? Please slaughter the human beings too and feed them to the Kumasi Central Prison.
Right, Abusia, Black Rasta ne kwate ne nkabae no, ono so de ne nchire mu aba. Abusia, many beji to be subscribe to the page no like no share. Anytime you be drop latest update bia no, on sa aka aha, VANDYKE GH Macrao.